My name is Delight Divine, and today I have the privilege and the honor to be interviewing Lady Rosa Whitaker Duncan-Williams. It's such a delight to be here with her in her own home here at the Bethel Estate. And today we're going to be talking about relationships and ministry. So how are you doing today, Lady Rosa?
I'm very good today. Very good to see you.
Yes, and as you see, we have matching outfits, so we'll tell you about that a little bit later.
Okay.
So our first question that people want to know is, what are some qualities that you would see in a good wife? How is that defined?
I think that, first of all, a good wife is a wife that hears from God. After all, marriage is an institution established by God, and it is to be taken very seriously. One that listens to God, one that puts God first, one that understands the significance of the institution of marriage.
And that's a wonderful answer. So many of you that may be viewing, you have to understand that, as she said, God is the institute of marriage. Put God in the center, in and all around your marriage. That's how it's going to work. Now, what advice do you have for career women that are seeking to be married? How do they find that balance?
Well, I think that for those who want marriage and a career, they should first understand that depending on your destiny and God's purpose for your life, you can have both. That there is no contradiction or conflict, as it may be assumed by many. So I think that, again, I go back to the foundation. What is God's purpose for your life? That's the first thing that should be established. If God's purpose for your life is to be married with a career, then I believe that He will give you the grace, the gifts, and the provision to do that. So a lot of success, I say all of success, is really submitting to God's purpose and calling for your life. And where I think a lot of people miss it is that, I mean, there's probably too much focus on social media. I know this is going to be social media, but I find people spend too much time on social media focused on these artificial lives, when we all have a different call and we all have a different purpose and passion. And so I just will take the saying, do you, and what is you? You are who and what God has called you to be.
Yes, that's a powerful thing. Many of us, especially the younger ones, look to social media and say, I want that marriage, but they don't know what's behind the scenes. So seek God first. And now, speaking on that topic, what advice do you have for women desiring to marry a man of God? And how is that different from just any other man?
Well, I do believe that it's different from any other man. I mean, most women who are married to politicians will tell you it's different from any other man. I know friends who are married to doctors who say, oh, it's different from any other man. But I do believe in being married to a man of God, it is different. And one thing I have always said is that you have to make sure that you are in love with the call of God on that man's life as much as you are, or even more than you are in love with him. Mm-hmm. Because it does come with a tremendous sacrifice, and you have to literally love the ministry that God placed in that man, and you really literally have to be willing to sacrifice for it, believe in it, and love it to life.
Wow.
And I believe that once you understand that being a first lady or being married to a man of God is a life of epic proportion, epic sacrifices, then it's fine. But it does come with sacrifice.
So if you're listening right now and you're praying for that man of God, make sure you're led. Make sure God is calling you to that field, because it's not just a marriage as you see online. It's a calling. It's a ministry that you are now a part of, and God will use you as a destiny helper for that man. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit and go into business. Now, what advice do you have for one looking to be an international influencer? When I look at you, I understudy you, see your life, all the business attributes, the politics and ministry. You're an international influencer. So what advice do you have for someone looking to go along that path?
It's not by power nor by might, but by my spirit, saith the Lord. And
Amen.
so I'm going back to the foundation. If God has called you to be an international influencer, then work towards that thing. But I do believe that you can have a sphere of influence around whatever you are gifted to do. But I never tried to be an international influencer. I never attempted to be an influencer as such. I just wanted to be excellent in all that I was called to do, or I believed I was called to do. And I believe there's a spirit of excellence that has to come over people as a key ingredient for success. And you can't be sloppy about it. You have to have a discipline, an intellectual curiosity, an interest, a passion. It's not just one thing. Yes. And so I believe that from wherever you are seated and whatever you call to do, you should aim to be an influencer in that sphere. You are an influencer too, Delight, and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so much. And getting to our last question, and looking for those that are in the business sector as I am and trying to expand your business, what advice do you have at those building stages to really allow your business to bust forth?
Well, I can tell you, you have to also understand that business comes at a tremendous sacrifice. There are too many people that are too comfortable being in their safe place. That which makes them feel comfortable. They don't want to quote unquote fail, and they don't want to stretch, and they want it to come easy. That there is nothing easy about business. You have to be prepared to take some risks. You have to be prepared to, I say quote unquote failing, because I don't look at failing. I feel like failing to me is research and development. But there are some people that are just lack the emotional strength. They have it, but they haven't developed it. And one failure, what the world would define as failure, they back off. So I think a lot of success in business has to do with an attitude, has to do with discipline, has to do with a voracious appetite for learning. And I also see people that are so selective in their learning. Oh, I'm interested in this, so I'll learn this. But you never know what you may need as you are developing. So have an interest in learning about those things that are healthy. Learn from other people. And I would say seek inspiration from your faith, biblical inspiration. There are a lot of keys to business that are biblically based, but also seek inspiration from the lives of others. Do a lot of reading, and also dedicate that business to something beyond yourselves. I mean, if it's business, for what purpose? That is the key. Yes. Why do you want to go into business? If I say money is the reason, I think that's a very shallow purpose. Yes. And I think that is not the right foundation upon which to build. But look at that compelling why. Why are you in business? If it's a business dedicated to the greater good and you're called to do that thing, I think that gives you a significant advantage. Yes. If you are willing to pay the price. And there is a price.
Wow. A wealth of knowledge from my very own Lady Rosa Whitaker Duncan-Williams. And we're going to give her a special gift. Just wait right here.
Oh, a surprise gift, because I didn't know about this.
I always have my great surprises. This is a gift to Lady Rosa Whitaker Duncan-Williams. We have some beautiful pictures here. Right here in the center, we have a picture with Simeon, a French gospel artist that is doing great things. Our very own Papa, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan-Williams, and herself looking fine here in the center. We have a picture here in honor of my grandmother, Rita Jackson. We were there in Ghana to honor her at the memorial. And we have the Vice President of Liberia here. And we have us right here at the Joy Experience.
Wow.
So this is a gift to Lady Rosa Whitaker Duncan-Williams from the Truth Unlimited LLC. So we thank you so much for this gift, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We want to give it to you. I love you so much.
Oh, I love you more, and I will always keep this. This is a great memory of your very first trip to Ghana as our guest. We can't wait for you to come back, and you definitely had an impact during that visit, and we look forward to more. And thanks to all of you who made this possible, and to all of you who've taken time to watch this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Please subscribe below. So if you're wondering, why are we matching? I'm here spending some time with her and learning so much from her, and we got matching outfits from Atlanta here in downtown Virginia. She'll tell you more about the place. Reston, Virginia. So we got these wonderful outfits. So make sure you stay fit, stay healthy, take care of your body, be mindful of what you're putting in your body. She loves health. She'll say a little bit about that.
Well, let me just say that I think everyone loves health, but we all have an aspect of something that we are struggling with. So Delight has been inspiring me to move more. And that's the compelling why behind these matching outfits, because she's been my inspiration. I'm so proud of how she dances and how she dances with impact and inspiration, and with in ways that glorify God. And so that's the why behind these outfits. And we are about to move right now. Thank you all.
Bye-bye.